How to order an appraisal through XConnect. Users will be able to access the Order Appraisal tab once the loan has been submitted in XConnect. Please note that for consumer purpose loans, intent to proceed must be in file before being able to access Order Appraisal. If the user tries to access Order Appraisal for a consumer purpose loan and intent to proceed has not been received, the user will receive a warning message stating that ITP must be in file before being able to access the Order Appraisal Center. For this loan, we are doing a Investor X, which is a business purpose loan. We do not need intent to proceed at this moment, and the user is able to order the appraisal at any time after submission. To order a new appraisal, the user will need to click New Order. There will be two options that are available. Are you transferring an existing appraisal? Yes or no. If the user selects yes, the user will then be able to upload the appraisal and the XML and click Submit to finalize. If we're not transferring an appraisal, the user will then click No. Please note that the system will require anything with an asterisk to be completed in order to finalize the request. If a rush order is necessary, please note that in the settlement provider screen, only the estimate was entered into the system. This is if a user wanted to make a request for a rush order. The actual request for a rush order takes place in the Order Appraisal Center. Select the form type that is necessary for the specific type of loan. In this case, we are just going to select a regular 1004. Select the due date when the appraisal must be returned. Enter who the appointment contact will be, whether it be the borrower, the co-borrower, or perhaps an occupant, or in the case of a purchase, it may be the agent, whether it be the listing agent or the buyer's agent. In this case, we are going to select the borrower. Please note that the system will auto-populate information from the 1003. Select the contact type, whether it be the mobile number, work, or home, and the system again will auto-populate the information from the 1003. It is important to note that if any other users need to receive notifications about this appraisal order, please enter their email addresses in here. If there are any specific comments that would like to be relayed over to the vendor or the AMC prior to making the order, please enter those comments in this section. Review the request to make sure that the request is being sent over as desired. The system will display the request in this format. Click Submit to finalize, and this now will be pushed over to the appraisal desk. The user will then be able to come to the Appraisal Information Center and receive dates having to do with regards to the appraisal order. The user can also view the order. When the user is done reviewing the order, the user can click Cancel and close out of that. Please note that appraisal details will be loaded in here, such as the request date, the order date when it was actually ordered by the appraisal desk, the estimated due date, which will populate, the receive date when the appraisal has come in, and then when the payment has been made by the borrower. Please note that the user is able to access the payment link in the event that the borrower loses it by clicking here in payment link. The user can either A, copy the link and send it directly to the borrower, or in the event that the user wants to pay for the appraisal himself or herself, they can go and click here, enter the information, and then pay for the appraisal in an external source through the vendor. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.